Hi, vengeance. I'm Batman.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh. Fighting crime.
Huh?
Getting ready for church.
Okay, well it starts, so you need to come on.
I'll be there in a second.
Hey! You broke my camera!
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Good morning and welcome to church. Sorry. Sorry.
Man, that smoke must be really messing up my voice. So what's up? How's it going? Welcome back. We're going to continue talking about friendship this week. I decided that I'm no longer going to get dressed for videos. So each week I'm going to wear a different pair of pajamas. This week is
Batman.
So today, yes, we're talking about friendship, but we're also talking about how friends love one another. So this week's story comes from a book of the Bible called 1 Samuel. And the story is about two friends named Jonathan and David. Jonathan and David. So for the story today, I want you to pretend like you're a prince or a princess, depending if you're a boy or a girl.
It's a pretty cool job.
And pretend that you have a father named King Saul, and he was a handsome and strong king, but he was very hot-tempered, which means that he could get angry really quickly.
Away from me, you fools!
So Saul was the very first king over Israel, and since you're his son/daughter, people would think that you're going to be the next king or queen. You would live in a giant castle, wear fancy robes or dresses, drink drinks with your pinky out. That was the life of Jonathan. So still pretending that Jonathan is you, pretend like your dad hired somebody new. So the guy that he hired was a young man named David, who was just about your age. So David was only a small shepherd boy, but somehow, through the power of God, he defeated a giant named Goliath. You all know the story, right? And in this battle, he saved God's people.
I come against you in the name of the Lord.
So King Saul gave David a place to stay in the palace, and you and him started to become friends. So imagine, David fights in every battle and wins. So he's going to start becoming popular among the people in the kingdom. People were even more impressed with him than they were with King Saul.
King Saul is great. Yeah, but have you seen David? He is awesome sauce.
And to top it off, you, being Jonathan, hear rumors that God has chosen David to be the next king. People would think that it would be you because you are the son of the king, but somehow God decided to choose David instead. It would be so tempting to just write off David, be jealous of him, stop speaking to him, maybe be rude to him a little bit, throw some shade. But that's not who Jonathan was, and instead of deciding to be jealous, Jonathan decided to give him his best things.
Here, take my robe. Then people will see how important you are.
Are you sure?
Take my belt, too, and my sword.
But these are all things for a prince.
You're worth it.
Thank you, friend.
King Saul, though, did become jealous, and so jealous that he hurled a spear at David. Later on, he told Jonathan and all of his servants to find David and kill him. Jonathan was horrified and quickly went to warn David.
Find a place to hide. I'll talk to my father and find out what's going on.
The next morning, Jonathan went and faced King Saul.
Don't harm David. He's helped you. He put his own life in danger to kill Goliath. The Lord used him to win a great battle. Why would you kill him?
Okay, fine. I'll show you how awesome sauce I am by not putting David to death.
Jonathan and David were so relieved, and for a short time, everything was good. It was A-O fine. But then, dun dun dun, King Saul went back on what he had promised and tried to kill David again. When he failed, he once again sent men to try and kill David. This dude really wants David dead.
I haven't done anything to your father. Why is he trying to kill me?
He won't do it. He tells me everything, and he hasn't said a word about hurting you.
That's because he knows we're friends, and you would tell me.
This is terrible. I'll do anything I can to help.
The two friends made a very top secret plan. Saul had a feast coming up, and rather than David going to the feast, David decided that he was going to hide. The plan is that if Saul asks where David is, Jonathan is going to make up a story and test how mad his dad actually is. Instead of risking them to go outside and actually talk to David and let him know if it's safe or not, Jonathan is going to shoot an arrow to tell David if he should stay or if he should go. And by the way, the arrow means that Saul's mad. Throughout all of these things, their friendship still stayed strong.
Whatever happens, please be kind to me. I know the Lord will defeat all your enemies someday, but promise to always be kind to me and to all my family.
I promise.
Shake.
Shake.
The two had promised to remain friends no matter what happened next. When Saul had discovered that David was missing, he had filled with rage.
I knew it! You're on his side. That is so not cool. As long as he's alive, you'll never be king.
Why do you want to put him to death? What has he done?
Saul was so angry, he literally could have hulked out. Saul actually threw a spear at his own son. Jonathan left immediately, and the next morning he went to the place where David was hiding and sent out their secret message with the arrow. When David realized that things weren't good, the two made plans to meet up one last time.
I'm so sorry. My father.
I know. It's not your fault.
The two men hugged each other and they cried.
Go in peace. In the name of the Lord, we've promised to be friends. He will be a witness between us and our families forever.
David left the city to escape Saul, and Jonathan went back to his dad. Jonathan could have let Saul kill David and instead become the king himself, but he didn't. He instead trusted God's choice and decided to protect and love his friend. So that's the bottom line for today, is that friends love one another. Instead of getting angry or jealous towards our friend, we can choose to love our friends. We can support each other, we can defend each other, and we can keep our promises that we make. Real quick, let's review what the word friendship actually means. So if you weren't here last week, friendship is using your words and actions to show others that you care. Also, if you didn't know the new memory verse, it is Proverbs 17:17, which says, "A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes." That was a little bit shorter than usual. This story wasn't very long, but I will see all of you next week.
I'm gonna go keep the city safe from all the criminals.
All right, all I have left to say now is ciao, adios, I'm done.
Sorry. Dang it, I broke another one.